France is not only art, history, or romance. France is taste, a nation where flavors carry centuries of culture and where every meal is a ritual. Today, we explore French gastronomy, where every dish is a poem and every flavor a piece of heritage. In France, food is never just food. It is elegance, ritual, and pride. The French table is not hurried. It is savored, discussed, celebrated. Meals here are a time to reconnect with family, to preserve tradition, to express identity. French cuisine has shaped the world, influencing chefs and kitchens across continents. UNESCO declared the gastronomic meal of the French an intangible cultural heritage, recognizing not only the recipes but the customs, from the aperitif that opens the meal to the cheese that crowns it and the wine that binds everything together. In this journey, we will not only taste the dishes that made France famous, we will step into the heart of its traditions, into the kitchens where recipes are whispered across generations, and into the soul of a culture that finds poetry in every flavor. The story of French gastronomy begins in the soil and the seasons. The French are deeply tied to the land, wheat for bread, vines for wine, pastures for cheese, rivers for fish. Bread, especially the baguette, is not just food, it is symbol. Every French table has it, and bakeries are temples of daily life. Cheese, with over 1,200 varieties, is France's edible geography, each region giving its own flavor, its own character. Wine is not simply drink, but culture. From Bordeaux reds to Champagne's golden sparkle, wine embodies patience, craftsmanship, and celebration. And then there is butter, the soul of northern cooking, and olive oil flowing through the south. Together, they define two faces of France, hearty and creamy in the north, light and Mediterranean in the south. The French table is ritual. The sequence of courses, the harmony of flavors, the respect for the season, all remind us that in France, food is both daily necessity and sacred art. Coq au vin is rustic nobility. Born from rural kitchens, it transformed a humble rooster into a dish of patience, marinated in red wine, simmered with mushrooms, onions, and herbs until tender. This dish reflects the French philosophy: nothing is wasted, everything elevated. What was once peasant food now stands as a symbol of French refinement. To eat coq au vin is to taste the vineyard and the village, to honor the countryside that shaped France. In Marseille, the Mediterranean whispers through bouillabaisse, a fisherman's stew once made from unsold catch, now elevated to royalty. Saffron paints it gold, garlic and fennel sing in harmony. Bouillabaisse is not just soup, it is sea, sun, and community. It is a dish that tells the story of Marseille itself, diverse, vibrant, and eternal. In Provence, ratatouille is both humble and artistic. Eggplant, zucchini, peppers, and tomatoes, the vegetables of the sun, layered into a symphony of colors. Born as a farmer's dish, it represents simplicity turned into beauty. From Lorraine comes the beloved quiche, a golden pie of eggs, cream, and bacon. Originally humble, today it is universal, carrying warmth and comfort. Quiche Lorraine is both breakfast and dinner, rural and refined. French desserts are poetry in sugar. Each one carries memory, artistry, and joy. Crème brûlée, a whisper of cream beneath a crackling sugar crust. Refined simplicity. Eclair and profiteroles, pastry filled with cream, topped with chocolate. Little luxuries shared in cafes. Madeleines, soft shell-shaped cakes, immortalized by Proust as the taste of memory itself. Tarte tatin, a caramelized apple tart born from a happy accident, now a masterpiece. Macarons, colorful, delicate, elegant, small Parisian jewels that conquered the world. No French meal is complete without its drinks. Wine, the eternal companion, chosen with care for harmony. Champagne, born in rhymes, it is celebration turned into bubbles. Cognac and Armagnac, liquid fire, aged to perfection, savored slowly. Normandy cider, rustic, crisp, a drink that tastes of orchards and rain. In France, cooking is love with discipline. It is the grandmother's hands kneading dough, the father pouring Bordeaux on a Sunday, the children learning the order of courses at the family table. Cooking is an inheritance of patience. Recipes are guarded secrets, whispered from generation to generation. And at the heart of it all is the French conviction: food is respect. The future of French cuisine lies in balance between tradition and innovation. Today's chefs reinvent old recipes, presenting them as art without losing their essence. Farmers markets still thrive, young cooks rediscover ancient flavors, and global chefs look to France for inspiration. French cuisine remains not only food, it remains a philosophy, a way of teaching the world that eating is not survival, but culture, memory, and joy. French gastronomy is more than recipes. It is elegance, patience, and love. Every dish is a story, every bite a memory, every table an invitation to celebrate life. To eat in France is to live slowly, to savor deeply, to embrace beauty. And in every flavor, one truth remains. France does not simply cook, it creates art.